Yo, what is up? It's Wodzu here and welcome to another episode of the Beat Grinding in Reaper series, a series of tutorial videos in which you will learn not only how to make beats, but how to do it in Reaper. Our subject for today is 808 Glide. .808 Glide is pretty much this thing that makes... If I were a professional musician, I would call it portamento, and that's how it's called in most of the synths and other VSTs. But today I will show you how to make 808 Glides in ReaSamplomatic5000, the basic sampler which is built into Reaper. Enough of the talking, let's begin working, let's go into Reaper and I will show you how to do it.
Beat grinding in Reaper.
Here we have our session with a basic drum loop and a basic 808 we've programmed in the last episode. Yeah, and let's enhance this 808 with some glides, just to make it more dynamic, more interesting. First thing we have to do is to open the ReaSamplomatic with an 808 sample which is loaded in right here. Here is the note of release override, which turns off the glide in ReaSamplomatic5000. And here we go with the portamento. And now let's open our 808 in the MIDI editor and let's try to make a glide right now. To make a glide, you just simply have to put a note above a certain note or below a certain note. Here we have an octave. As you could hear, this doesn't sound good. The reason for this is because we just simply play two notes at the same time. The reason for this is because glides can't start with two notes at the same time. This has to be a transition, so we start with a higher note and then we go to the lower note. So it's like ew. This is the area, this is the region where this thing goes down. So it's like ew. Sorry for the sounds I'm making, I'm just trying to explain it to you as good as I can. Ew. It still sounds pretty weird, doesn't it? That's because there are still two notes being played right here. And the reason for this is because we've set the portamento for 0, which is a default value. To make a glide, we have to set it a little bit higher. So here is the actual time that will take to transition between those two notes. Okay, this sounds much better. That's too long. Okay. And now we can just arrange some more notes in the 808 and let's try to make some glides. Okay, so that's how our 808 with some glides sounds like. You know, it's just like more wavy. If you are a more advanced beatmaker, you know that in music there is no milliseconds, there are actual notes. So these transitions this time to just glide from one note to another should be described in notes, not in milliseconds. It's actually really simple. Just Google milliseconds to note value. And here is this site, anotherproducer.com, for example. I've seen a bunch of other sites, but let's use this one. Here you type in your tempo, which is 140 BPM in our case, and you have all the values right here. These are actually delay lengths, but here you have the notes, and we are in the straight notes, not in triplets, not in dotted notes. My transition right now is 25 milliseconds, which was set by ear, and this is actually a 64 note. So let's use this, and now it's just perfect. This is just for perfectionists, so if you do it by ear and it sounds good, it's good. So now you can go and practice some 808 glides in your Reaper, but before you go, I have a question for you.
Question time!
What is your favorite song with 808 glides where they play an important role of the overall vibe, the overall sound of this track, of this song. Leave your answers in the comment section down below. In the next episode, I'm gonna show you how to tweak your own 808s in Serum, so stay tuned for that. My name is Dominik, you've been watching Wodzu Beats, and keep the good vibes alive.